There are 8 teams in college football history that have 900 or more wins. Only one team has broken 1,000 wins, and that happened 3 years ago, and it was the Michigan Wolverines. Of course, Michigan was the first program to reach 1,000 wins. In 2023, en route to a national championship. This was after Michigan's worst decade of football. We were so far ahead of everybody, and then the Rich Rod years and the Hoke years kind of gave everyone else a reprieve. But then Jim Harbaugh came in and he set things back on track and ensured that Michigan was the first to 1,000 wins before anybody else. Michigan currently has 1,022 wins by far, by 32 wins more than anybody else. Now, they have had 146 years doing so. Some teams are new, which is where you get to win percentage, right? And Michigan is number 4 right now all time in win percentage at 0.732%, which is only 0.001 behind Alabama and Notre Dame, who are tied at number 2. Meaning they're basically tied for second behind Ohio State, who is only 0.005 ahead of Michigan. And so, who is the next program to get to 1,000 wins in college football history? Here are the possibilities. 3 years behind Michigan, 32 wins. That's maybe 2 years if you go undefeated, 16-0, and Michigan wins none. They could tie, but that's never going to happen. They need 10 wins this year to be the second team to reach 1,000, and I think they are the team. They have a great shot. As I said, their win percentage is number 1 at 0.737%. Alabama is another possibility, though, this season. Say Ohio State does not win 10 games this year. That means they win, 9 in the regular season and miss the playoff and lose their bowl game. They go 9-4 like Michigan did last year. Then that opens the door for an Alabama program. But really, they're at least 2 years away at 985 wins. They need 15. But they could get there this season with an undefeated type year. Or undefeated even until the national title game and lose that game. They would still make 1,000 wins this season. We got some close ones coming up. When I was going into this, it had been a few years, and I'm like, man, Michigan got there. Who's the next team? So, their win percentage, Alabama's, is number 2 at 0.733, as I said. Notre Dame is 2 seasons away if they win 15 games this year and next year. 15 or 14 in both seasons, as they have 972 wins. But their .733 win percentage is tied with Alabama. They have a better coach now. They have an upward trajectory. They could do that. So they could be the fourth team to 1,000 wins. Texas and Oklahoma are 3 or more years away from 1,000 wins, unless they start going undefeated for consecutive years right now, right this moment. Penn State is 5 11-win seasons away. Just being modest for Penn State. Don't know if they could, maybe they could make that 4 seasons if they start winning national titles. But at a 69% rate in history, I'm thinking 5 years away for Penn State. Boise State, heck, is 5th in win percentage all time at .724. But they are 489 wins away from 1,000. So, last but not least, Nebraska is the last team here out of 8 teams that have 900 wins. They are at 927. They have a win percentage at 68%. But lately, it's not that good. 6-6 a lot of time, missing bowl games. Who knows? If their trajectory doesn't change, it might be 10 years before they reach 1,000. And so, it all just points to Michigan and how they have done it better and longer than anybody else. And now, since Harbaugh and since NIL and since investment, money is not illegal anymore as far as paying players. Donors can do whatever the hell they want, collectives. It's easier now for Michigan to be elite. And the travel is better now. Michigan's going to continue to be the best, the leaders and best, because now, as I said, travel. All the big games were in the South or in Pasadena back in the day, right? In the Rose Bowl. Now, hell, we might even have a home playoff game in this playoff. People have to come to us now. Money is no issue. Travel, at least now, with the airfare, however they get to the games, they get there a week early now to acclimate to the time and weather of that current situation that they're going to. So Michigan, 4th in win percentage by .005. But they have more wins than anybody else. And even Harvard and Yale, who have all the titles. That's the thing, national titles. All right, yeah. Michigan had to travel. They had to go places. It was hard for them. Alabama got to play all their bowl games in comfortable weather in the South, not up north. That's why they claim the most national titles. Michigan claims the second most national titles, and they're the best program ever in history. I'm just saying it. Saying it right now. That's not how it was supposed to go in this video, but Ohio State win 10 games, and they could be the second to 1,000 wins in history. 3 years behind Michigan. Go Blue. Let's fucking go.